Several Nampa families experiencing homelessness are trying to figure out how they're going to keep a roof over their head this summer.
One of the Treasure Valley's only family shelters is cutting back on services because, well, they don't have enough money. Let's bring in Abby Davis. And Abby, these financial issues started, well, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I first went to the Salvation Army's Nampa Family Shelter in winter 2022 when staff weren't sure they could keep the shelter open year-round. They figured it out, but their luck finally ran out.
I thought you were going to show me how high you can climb.
Being together isn't something Allie Manning and her family take for granted.
My husband had to be in Boise at the men's shelter, and I had to be at the women's shelter with the kids.
Thankfully, they moved into the Salvation Army's family shelter in Nampa about a month ago. It's one of the Treasure Valley's only homeless shelters that doesn't separate families.
You go do your own thing then, big guy. That definitely made it a lot better for us.
But after July 8th, they're not sure where they'll go. The shelter is going back to its pre-COVID model, where families can only stay overnight November through March instead of all year.
After the federal funding for COVID ran out, we haven't found sustainable income.
Captain Allison Struck says they've been able to stay open the past year because of donations. Those have dropped off.
Transitioning programs and changing programs while there remains a need is never the desire, but it also has to be something that we can operate long-term for the best benefit of the residents and the families.
I was a little sad and obviously worried.
Manning's family is one of several the shelter still needs to find a place for. Struck says she's confident they'll figure it out.
Working with other local agencies to get families placed in affordable housing here in Nampa.
I wish that we could have gotten, the full 90 days to 6 months to stay, but I understand that sometimes resources run low.
Struck hopes this is just temporary. They're trying to raise enough money to open the shelter back up year-round in the future. Meantime, community members will still be able to go to the shelter during the day. Morgan and Brian, they're trying to expand those services to 7 days a week instead of 5.
Yeah, this is not great timing as the demand continues to grow.
And I know we spend a lot of time talking about services and space in the Boise area when it comes to people experiencing homelessness, but this is obviously spreading out throughout the state.
Everywhere. All right, Abby, thank you.